want my children to think it's okay to be gay. Well, keep creating the next generation of DL men. Fuck it. Your daughter or granddaughter will have to suffer for that. Because they damn sure ain't gonna come home and tell her, I caught the AIDS and I'm gay. Or bi. They ain't gonna say that. They're gonna go home and infect everybody. That's what they're gonna do. They so fearful to come out because of the Don't Say Gay bill and all this hate. Y'all have created this DL monster. And it's so funny how people are like, oh, DL men should just be honest. Really? Do you see what's going on? Do you see what DeSantis is doing? And you think in the closet men are gonna come out? Oh, okay. Congratulations on your marriage. Hopefully it doesn't fail. But it won't be affecting my marriage or my kids because I don't have any. I'm just gonna be real. Being that I'm a person who hooked up with many DL men over the course of several decades, I'll be 40 next week. I'm here to tell you that this is what they fear. The closet case men. This is what they fear. You've built them. You've pushed them in that closet. You're trying to tear down spaces for people to live in their truth and live how they are and who they are. And just be honest. You want to take that away. But I really feel for your daughters and your young daughters because the next generation is going to have to deal with some old DL Dusty. I mean, it's just never going to end. This cycle ain't never going to end. Women, prepare yourselves. And just think about that, women. Could he be? I'm about to walk down the aisle. You better look at all them homophobes. Tell y'all all the fucking time they will marry you, destroy your life, have kids with you. Just so they won't have to face these fucking people. See, they can't live like me. Because I'll walk up to DeSantis and be like, fuck you, bitch. Suck my whole black ass, nigga. See that? And live in my truth and do a shawam. I don't give a fuck. I'm fucking living in nobody's closet for your ass. Ain't nobody scared of y'all punk ass Republicans. Bitch. Nobody scared of your ass. Ain't nobody scared of you black homophobes either. And I'm damn sure not marrying women and having children just to please y'all motherfuckers. Bitch. Kiss my black ass. But I'm letting y'all know. Y'all raising the next generation of DL motherfuckers. And if he's scared to come out, he gonna be scared to tell you he been out there having risky, unprotected sex with fucking different men and women, and he done brought something back home to your ass. You just gonna have to find out when you get sick or your next checkup. For all the women who keep saying, it's DL men who keep infecting the women, it's always the DL men. Well, if you feel that way, then look at the homophobes and tell them to stop. Because they fucking your shit up right now. Y'all can't tell if the men are gay or straight nowadays. Like I said, they will marry you, have kids with you, and they will drag you through the mud just so they won't have to stand up to these people. Because they not built like me, bitch. Their suit armor ain't built as strong as mine. My shit is made out of the same shit Wolverine claws is made out of, bitch. I can withstand and take anything the motherfucking Republicans, the black homophobes, or any of you homophobes throw at me. Bitch, I can take it. I've been taking it since the 80s. I can take it. But a lot of these niggas can't. A lot of these young boys see this hate and then they go, fuck no, I ain't coming out. So they gonna play the straight role. They gonna play it. And they gonna drag it as long as they can drag it. And they gonna drag anybody down that they can drag down. And you think they give a fuck about these women? They don't. They're living in fear. That fear trumps giving a fuck about you and them kids. Let's just be real. Now, if y'all know the pattern of behavior of DL men, obviously it shows that they said fuck you and them kids. Living in fear and trying to please these motherfuckers is more important than you and these motherfucking kids. They finna drag y'all women through hell, and they already have. Come on now, you raising the next generation of DL motherfuckers. You don't want them to be living in their truth and create a space for people to come out and live in their truth. And I did it at a very early age. There was no coming out. I was just a naturally feminine little boy running around the house. So there was no coming out. Everybody just knew. But I've been like this since I was a boy, a little boy. My uncle was like, we knew about you when you were in the playpen before you were teething. My uncle was like, it was your mannerisms. It was the way you act. They said, we knew you was like that when you were in the playpen before you were teething. As long as I can remember my uncles and them come up in the house and snatch that doll baby out my motherfucking hand and I throw a fit. My grandma was talking about, give him that doll baby. He a boy. He a boy. Come on now. But the masculine ones who can pass, they finna fuck y'all life up. They finna fuck your granddaughter and your young daughter life up. These new future, in the future DL niggas ain't gonna be no different from the last generation. And they gonna be worse. This generation, this new generation Z of DL motherfuckers gonna be worse. Shh. Cause they don't believe in rubbers. They don't believe in safe sex. They gonna go out here and they gonna roll. Look at young boy NBA. Herpes and come on now. They finna fuck y'all women up. It ain't gonna affect me. I don't walk down the aisle and say I do with these niggas. I ain't send up in child support court. I ain't get pregnant by near dusty DL nigga up out here. This shit won't affect me. I was living in my truth in the Reagan era. Bush, Clinton, Bush again. Come on. I've been living in my truth way before there was gay shit on motherfucking TV. Way before there was even these spaces that exist now. Told y'all in the 90s when you were openly gay and black, honey, it was Game of Thrones. Honey, you had to bring your sword to school, especially in Baltimore. Bring your motherfucking sword, nigga. I fought for these kids to have a space where they can live in their truth and they don't have to drag women through the mud or they don't have to run through the closet and shut the door and lock themselves in, all the while dragging women and children. But if y'all women want to root for this bullshit, then when your husband or when your daughter man get caught out there, we live on the internet today. It ain't too much you can motherfucking cover up and hide. Don't ever walk around with egg on your face. You never wanted to be shame on you. Because when it's shame on motherfucking you, that ain't the look, boo. That ain't the motherfucking look. But I feel as though it's going to be shame on you. See, these things have consequences. They can backfire. You force these little young boys in the closet. And this will backfire decades later when they grow the fuck up, marry you women. You contract something, or you find your husband up in women's clothes, or you find your husband in the backseat of a car with a man, or bent over, or vice versa. See that? The hate, the homophobia, the stigma creates the DL. It creates the closeted man. And on top of that, if they contract anything, STD, STI, whatever, they're not going to tell you. They're going to come home and infect every fucking body and kiss up on you and your kids. Because that whole living in fear, there's nothing you and your kids can do. You can run around and eat pussy. They ain't going to say nothing. But if you're born male on this planet, it's the Salem witch trials to be gay. It ain't for you women who want to sit there and be like, oh, dick and pussy, run back and forth. You don't suffer no consequences the way we do. Men are going to destroy y'all fucking lives. These new generation of closet cases, they're going to be out here fucking all types of raw and come back home. And your young daughter, these young girls is getting sicker and sicker. The HIV rate amongst these young black and Latina girls up here, come on. Like I say, whether they straight or gay, it don't matter. The stigma around AIDS is always going to lead back to the gay shit. So even straight men who out there are living reckless ain't going to tell you. You're going to come home and infect everybody, bitch. Kiss your kids up in the mouth knowing they was out here sucking dick or eating all types of raw pussy, bitch. Infected raw kitty cat, infected raw dick and ass, and come in the house, kiss up on you and little baby. See what I done told y'all before. Y'all create the next breed of DL, man. When I was growing up in the 90s and all them little dusty DL boys in my group home, they were scared of their parents in the black community, in the black church. They were scared of everybody find out. And then I told y'all, they be on Messenger, hit me up, light-skinned baby mom, especially all the dark-skinned thugs, light-skinned baby mom and them light, bright kids. You got on your Facebook talking about, oh, remember when we jerked off at camp? Remember we was in the group home and we did that shit? Nigga, we in our 40s. That was the 90s. Then they always somewhere in a different part of the house or in the bathroom running water or trying to whisper. And you got that light bright girl over there sitting up in that next room and them light bright kids. And you talking about, remember when we jerked each other off at camp? Remember when we was in a group home and we sucked each other off? Come on now. But they wasn't in the closet for my faggot ass. They was hiding from you hateful ass homophobes with your pitchforks and torches. Talking about, don't say gay. I don't want my kids to think it's okay to be gay. You scared these young boys in that motherfucking closet, and that was the motherfucking 90s. And you'd be surprised how many of them little thug niggas I was having up in that motherfucking group home having, and how many of them were having with each other. Masculine for masculine. So, yeah, I'm here to give y'all the real and give y'all the zhuzh. This is what you're breeding. This is what you're building. Good luck, women, because this won't affect me. Literally.